Now is Priyadarshini Mattoo's childhood friend Indu Jalali. She's joining us from Frankfurt in Germany. Ms. Jalali, thanks for speaking to CNN IBN. How do you react to the news that the death sentence for Priyadarshini Mattoo's rapist and killer has been commuted, but the fact is that the Supreme Court has also upheld his conviction?
See, it's a huge disappointment because we were very confident and sure that Supreme Court will uphold the verdict of High Court. But unfortunately, it has not happened. The quantum of the punishment has been reduced to life imprisonment. But there is a sense of satisfaction also that the conviction, was maintained. Now let us see how things go on because we know how it is when it comes to being in a jail. They get out on the pretext of parole or on the pretext of sickness or there's so many reasons. So and we also need to see how CBI takes it and whether they go for the review petition.
Indu, when I was speaking to you earlier in the day today, just in fact as the news of that verdict broke, you told me you were looking for justice, not for revenge. What did you mean then?
Yeah. I still maintain that. See, when it happened, when this murder happened, there were so many people out there, the media, everyone out there, who said that Santosh is not the one who did it. So the first and the foremost, thing was to prove that he is the one who is guilty. So that is what it was. Nothing personal, nothing personal. We just wanted to prove that Santosh is the one who committed this gruesome murder. So we continued with our fight. That is what I meant when I said, we were not seeking vengeance, we were seeking justice, and which was delivered to us by Delhi High Court, by awarding death penalty. Today also I feel that, the justice has been served, but not to the level that it should have been, because a criminal like him, I don't know what value he will add to the society, I really don't know.
Right.
By keeping him alive.
Right. Why do you think the death penalty is so important? Is it because it sends a message to others? It's a sort of a deterrence because ultimately he's been convicted by the Supreme Court and he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
Yeah, exactly. It's deterrent to the society that nobody would dare and committing such a crime in future. They'll think 10 times their life will be at stake. If they commit such kind of gruesome murder. But unfortunately, we know how the prisons work in India, and life imprisonment is like you getting away free. And tomorrow, if you can, if he shows a good code of conduct, then the court, or they can say that okay, you can set him free because he has a family, he has a child, and he has already spent say 7 years plus whatever, 3-4 years more in the jail, so he deserves a second chance, which is not done. Which is not done.
So today's verdict has not brought any closure for you?
No, I think, frankly speaking, now, when the verdict has sunk in, now I feel that this ordeal is still there. Now, you see, if the CBI, files the review petition, again the same thing, again the same thing, again the same thing. And I think this fight is on and on and on, and I don't know where we are, what kind of precedent Supreme Court has said. I don't know.
Indu, we understand it's going to be a little tough for you, but we'd still request you to just tell us what you've gone through in this legal fight for justice over the last few years.
It has been pain, because first of all, nobody wanted to listen to us. All the people, the investigating agencies, they were a part of this entire scenario because Santosh's father was a police officer. The evidence was washed up. The CBI they were not, the investigating agencies, they were not willing to listen. Then the court, they were not picking up the case. It took us 7 years. He got acquitted. He married. He settled down. Then we went to the court, High Court. They were not willing to pick up. But I would like to mention here that we are so thankful to the media and to the nation, who were there with us. And it was because of the pressure of media and the people of my nation, that forced the High Court to take this, case on the daily basis. And it took 42 days for the High Court to deliver the judgment, which otherwise, took 6 years,
Yes, it's in fact taken 14 years, Indu, to get to this day. Do you wish it had come a little earlier?
I'm sure, I have been telling, had media been with us, at the bit of the media, the exposure, it was not that much, in 1996, had media and the people of nation been with us at that time, I'm sure the justice would have been served and delivered very, very early.
Indu, do you feel at the end of the day that justice has been done to Priyadarshini Mattoo, given that this ruling is coming from the Supreme Court and there's very little option left to take this legal fight forward?
Yeah, I know we don't, we have a limited option, and I don't know. I'm still skeptical whether, this life imprisonment, how many years, though they say that life imprisonment means, he will be there till he's alive, but there are so many other loopholes in it. I don't know. I feel that somehow, like, that vacuum, that question mark is still there.
Indu Jalali, appreciate you joining us here on CNN IBN from Frankfurt, sharing your thoughts on this big verdict in the Priyadarshini